Hello, everybody. It is almost bedtime for me, but I know we got to get back into this book. So here I am again with the letter I. This is our ABCs of self-love. If you have not been here with us through A through H, then this is your time to join us and you can catch up with us. But we are on the letter I, and the I stands for intuition. So, as you all know, I read the quote that's on the front with the letter, and then I go over what intuition is and the self-love in action. So, the activity for this particular letter. And so let's get started. I is for intuition. My intuition creates space for the unknown. It can remember the past without being defined by it. It can manifest the future without being tied to it. It is the present. It is peaceful and it is powerful. And so I started the little activity, y'all, but let me be honest with y'all real quick. I didn't do well, I do the activity, but I didn't do it today, like a couple of days ago. Uh excuse me. Intuition. You know that funny feeling, knowing feeling you get sometimes? The one deep down in the pit of your stomach or on the edge of your mind. The one that signals something to you without you knowing exactly how or why. That's your intuition. The angel you didn't know you had. The beauty of intuition is that it is inherent, not learned, and doesn't need any facts to justification to make its case. It's here for you. It's watching out for you all of the time. The problem is that in most cases we are simply too busy, distracted, or skeptical to recognize or hear it. Your intuition is the voice of your true authentic self, your me, the part of you that is tapping into the universe. Your intuition doesn't think, it knows. Ain't that the truth, y'all? Once you start making space for it, your intuition will become impossible to miss. It will reach for you through other senses as well, so pay attention to body cues. Once you feel connected to your intuition, the next step is to start setting intentions. Use your intuition as guidance to become intentional about how to live your life. Make choices that align with and honor your authentic self. Because once your intentions are aligned with your intuition, your life will change into one that resonates with you on a mind, body, and soul level. Yeah, before we get into this activity, let me tell y'all something about intuition, okay? Without being too personal. So, a guy, an ex of mine, I'm not going to say who because if I label it, then everybody know who I'm talking about. But an ex of mine had stepped back into my life. And he was telling me, basically he was lying to me, but I didn't know he was lying. And I had meditated and I asked for mental clarity and I asked to see things as clear as day. And if I can't see it, to make me feel it or show it to me, right? I promise y'all, less than maybe 2 to 3 days, I was sick. Not physically sick, like coughing or throwing up or nothing like that. Like my stomach was hurting. My head was just rambling about lying and not being able to trust, and these were things that was just like running through my head. It was like, oh, I can't trust that with this person, or I think this person is lying. But like it was all based on this ex. And so it was it was sickening me. Like it made me so sick to the point where I just flat out asked him, because I kept feeling it, right? And it wasn't sitting right with me, and everything kept telling me like to just ask, like stop being scared, ask. And so I finally asked, and the reaction that I got was, oh, you think I'm lying? You don't trust me? So everything that I was thinking, everything that was coming through my head that I thought was coming from other people, or that I thought I was feeling it from other people, it was actually from him. These were the things that he was telling me. So my intuition is very strong. And let me tell y'all, I listen to her. Even when I'm being hard-headed, I still listen. Like, and when I say being hard-headed, I still listen. Sometimes we be like, oh, I'm not gonna entertain this person, but they swear up and down they change. I'm not gonna say entertain it, but I will allow you to hang yourself so that I can say you did that to yourself. Like I didn't ask to be put in this position. I didn't do anything like to I didn't do that. So if you set your own self up, like you have nobody else to blame but yourself. So that's what I kind of did in this situation, and then I let bygones be bygones, and I walked away because I knew from the start it wasn't going to work. I just needed that. I needed him to see that so that he can leave me alone also. And sometimes things just work that way. Sometimes they don't. But the activity, this activity, like I said, I did my activity a few days ago, but I didn't write down what I was feeling. I wrote down, let me just read it. So it says, create a space in your intuition so your intuition can speak up. Allocate 5 minutes each morning and 5 minutes before bed to meditate and free your mind of the clutter that drowns out your intuition. Find a comfortable spot, sit in a resting position, and let your mind and body slowly relax into a place of being instead of doing. Breathe in for 5 counts, breathe out for 10. If you have trouble quieting your mind, use a mantra to center yourself, or engage in a repetitive movement like playing scales on an instrument, weeding your garden, going for a run, or taking a shower. And then it says, now listen, not just to your mind, but also to your body for cues and guidance. What did you discover? And what I wrote down was, my intuition is so loud that even on days when I'm not meditating, I can feel the shift in vibrations. Sometimes it's a good feeling. Most of the time it's a warning signal feeling, but also a sense of alertness. So I think because I'm a strong person and I'm very protective of things that surround me that I truly care about, my intuition is kind of the same. It's more of like a protection thing. So like my intuition, I don't get, like I can't just lay down, meditate and have my intuition. I mean, I probably can, but I'm not sure if that's actually my intuition or if it's me forcing that thought. If you understand what I'm saying, like if that makes sense. I don't know. But like, things will continue to happen on throughout my day, and I will ask for things like mental clarity or just a peace of mind. So I may wake up in the morning and I may do a meditation, and during my meditation I may ask for a peace of mind, quiet my thinking, slow my brain racing, because I'm an overthinker. And so sometimes my brain just think about stuff on and on and on and on and on, and it's kind of hard for me to control sometimes. But if I ask for peace and I ask for my mind to be cleared and to quiet my thoughts and to slow my thoughts so that I can work through them and get them out, then it happens. Um, and then, like, throughout the day, my intuition kind of wakes up and starts showing me things and stuff like that. So that's what I mean by, like, I can't just lay down, meditate, and have my intuition get to going. It kind of like works a little bit different for me. It might work different for you, but let me tell y'all something. Don't downplay your intuition. Don't second guess your intuition. If us, and I'm not saying this against men, because men, y'all got a little intuition too. Y'all kind of be knowing things. It's bedtime, y'all, so I'm yawning. I'm getting sleepy. But y'all get that, men, y'all get that sense of knowing too. I feel like sometimes y'all don't listen to it as much as women do, and y'all don't hear it, but y'all have an intuition. Listen to it. It will protect you from certain situations and certain things. But women, this is our that's our zone. We are naturally emotional creatures. We are naturally, I would say, more like a spirited being. We tap into that world a whole lot more easier than men do. And I could be wrong there. Well, I'm not gonna say I could be wrong, because there are men who can. Um, but we just don't see it a lot. It's not a vast majority of men. But for women, we can tap into those places and we can get into the zone. And we can do that so easily because we are mother nature. Like, we is that. But listen to your intuition. And if you don't get nothing else out of the letter A today, let me tell y'all something. Your intuition is your protection. That is your shield. Listen to her. I can't express it enough. If you walk in a room and you feel bad or your energy shift, get up out of there. Get on up out of there, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, it's not meant for you to be in that area at that particular time. I've done that before too. I'll be driving down the street and I get this weary feeling, and then all of a sudden something happened right before me. And sometimes your intuition just happens just like that. Sometimes it can you can have a certain feeling for days, months, weeks, however long, and you don't know where it's coming from. You don't know what it is. But as soon as that moment presents itself, it's an aha moment. Like, oh, this what the warning was. Listen to y'all intuition. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna protect y'all. And for those of you who, like I said, just joining us, go ahead and get your ABCs of Love book. I got this book from Five Below, and I have been going through this book. This is the second time we doing this book. I think we only got to like 4 letters. I was randomly picking letters, and then I realized that we can't randomly pick letters. Not with this book. I don't know how people do it, but we just started over and started at A through Z. That's what we're going, A through Z. And so we are on the letter I. If you need to catch back up with us, you can go ahead, look at my previous videos. All the videos have this cover on it. Well, just this part. It says self-love. Um, all the ones where it says self-love, it has the letter that I'm talking about in that description. And so you should be able to catch up with us, watch my videos. If you like the content that you are seeing, please like, subscribe to my channel, and share. Okay, like, subscribe, and share. Also, do not forget, go to Five Below and get this book. I seen it in there the other day. They still got it. You may have to go online and order it. There's a book that I'm looking for. Look at my previous video, the letter H. I show y'all a book that we're going to be doing next. So I'm trying to hurry up and get through this book. So I'm going to need y'all to come on, catch up, catch up, catch up. Okay? Catch up. Because soon we will be on the letter J. Oh, y'all, look, I was flipping through here. And look, so this the activity. I turned the page, so they give you room to write. But on here it's not another activity, but it just says another space where you can listen to your intuition is in your dreams. Keep an intuition diary. Write down the things your intuition shows and tells you in both your waking life and your dream life. Once you start paying attention, you'll realize it talks to you and helps you all the time. Extra points if you start tracking moments when your intuition guided you to a divine, meant to be outcome. And then it has like extra space for you to write and stuff. Y'all, now when they say your intuition and your dreams, y'all ever dream something repetitively and then it happen? That's your intuition. Most people call it deja vu or something like that. But let me tell y'all a little story real quick. When I'm not gonna say a teenager because I want to say I had to be like I had to be like 20, maybe 19, 20, I don't know, somewhere around the age. I had a dream. I didn't have this dream every day. I had this dream probably about once a month, maybe once every 3 to 4 weeks, right? This dream was about a house that caught fire. The first dream was about the house that caught fire. It went up in flames. I don't know what caused the fire. It was just a big fire. It was huge. The second dream I had, there were two houses, one on each side of this house, that also caught fire or was going to catch fire. And I didn't know who these people was. I ain't never seen their house before either. But I had these dreams. The third time I had this dream, the house that caught fire was the house I was living in. And this particular time, I ran outside to a car. It didn't belong to me. It was somebody else's car. But it was in my, like, okay, so I'm from Chicago. We have alleys. And you can get to like your driveway back there. It basically was a pad that a garage was supposed to be on, but it was never built or it got knocked down, whatever. It was just the concrete padding. You drive up on it and park your car there. So in my dream, the car was parked there and it caught fire from this big massive fire. The flames was like blowing in it. It was like gonna get the car if it wasn't moved. And so I had this dream. And this was the third time I had this dream. And so during this time I was going to church. I'm not gonna say heavily, but I was going frequent. And I had told the pastor that I keep having these dreams, right? And she said, because it was a woman pastor, she said pray and ask for sight to see who it is so I can warn them, right? Y'all, I didn't need sight to see. I didn't need sight to see to warn the person, because the person's house who was going to catch on fire was the pastor's. I went to the correct person. I went to the correct person and told them that their house was gonna catch fire. I didn't know it was her. I had never seen her house before. Um, and her house wasn't badly burnt, but the house next to her was the house that caught fire. And she was one of the houses on the ends that caught fire. And she's so the fire hadn't happened yet when I told her. It happened maybe like a week or two after, maybe 3 weeks, because everything happened in threes. So I think it happened like that third week or something like that. And she was talking to a woman who I'm gonna say I socialized with at the time, that I considered to be family. And she was telling her, like, basically that she had to go move her car because the flames were like getting really big. And everything that I saw in my dream pretty much happened. Like, she was telling me the story that I was trying to tell her. Like, I just kept telling her I was having these dreams of somebody's house catching fire, but I didn't know who house it was. And she was like, um, I guess what they call those people are like prophecies or prophecies or prophets, something of that sort. And I'm not gonna say I don't believe in it, but I did not want that. I didn't want that. I didn't like that. Having, I felt like it was a responsibility. But when I tell y'all, these hands are sensitive. Okay? Growing up, I didn't like hugging people because if I hugged you, if I embraced you, it's like if you were sad, I felt it. I can feel it. I used to be so scared to touch people that I grew up not hugging my kids, not hugging people around me. And I feel like I kind of missed out on a lot not hugging people. And now, like, I'm skeptical still to hug people. I don't like touching people I don't know. But I do more so now hug my kids more than what I used to. I'm still getting used to it. So I don't do it often, but I still do it. And a lot of people, y'all could judge me if you want to, but I did not grow up in that home where I was told I love you and I was not embraced. So it's difficult for me to do that with people. Like, it don't matter how close you are to me, it's really difficult. Um, and if I'm in a room full of people crying, my spirit lifts, I cry. Like, I can't explain it, but when I say my spirit sensitive, it is very sensitive, okay? So I listen to my intuition a lot because um having that sensitive spirit, having these moments where things like that were happening to me. And what I ended up doing, y'all, let me tell y'all what I did. I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed, and Lord, I prayed to take it away. I didn't want that gift. I wanted it gone because I didn't like the way it felt. And it never left me. Just because I stopped, like, it never left me. It calmed down. But now that I'm on my spiritual journey and I'm finding my true self and I'm loving on me, it's back full fledged, okay? It's back full fledged. Like, it's so crazy, y'all. I can't wait till I get to 500 subscribers so we can start doing story time. I told y'all before, if we get to 500 subscribers, I will start spilling my life, okay? Because I got a lot to tell. And we may cry here, we may laugh here, we might thug it out here, we might do a whole lot of things, but I'm telling y'all, let like, subscribe, and share this channel, okay? I got a whole lot more to tell y'all. I'm just starting off with this book because this is where I'm at right now in my journey, and I want to share my journey with y'all. So me sharing my journey, like, y'all gonna get little bits and pieces of my story as we go through this book and the next book. But I want to sit down and I want to go live and I want to have a full-fledged conversation with y'all. Like, I want y'all to ask me questions and stuff. So I need to go to bed. So, as always, y'all have a blessed night. Okay? Do unto those as you want done to you. Love, peace, and sanity. Okay? Love you all.